What happens when three of the world's best bass pros converge on Florida's famed big bass factory, Beanville Plantation, to battle it out against each other and Mother Nature? Faced with cold front conditions, 1,000 miles of fishable shoreline, no practice time, and only 3 hours to break it all down with Z-Man baits. New location, new challenges, new twists. This is Project Z, Season 2, The Battles at Beanville.
I just got a text. Luke, you know what it takes to make the top of the leaderboard. Let's see if you have what it takes to stay on top at Beanville when the conditions are less than ideal. Everything you need is located inside the reel tree bag inside your boat. Well, I'm excited to get out there. Beginning of the year, we haven't been fishing. I've seen Beanville since there's a guy with a Tennessee hat catching a bunch of giants here when I was a little kid. And to come out here, yeah, exactly. We got a lot of high expectations to live up to, so it'll be exciting to get on the water. Man, I'm excited. What a beautiful morning with storied fishery. I'm excited to get out there and give it a try. This Beanville Plantation, something I've heard about since I was a kid. A really historical fishery, and we heard about it for so long. It's been an awesome fishery, one of the best in the United States for as long as I can remember. I've never been here. I can't wait to get on the water.
Luke's objective in the Topwater Challenge is to catch as many bass as possible in a 3-hour fishing period using only the new Z-Man Pop ShadZ. After studying an aerial map the night before his first challenge, he's decided to fish the plantation's largest body of water, Lake Beanville.
All right, man, this looks good. Let's give this a try here. Man, look at this flat water. I'm seeing some bait flip around. I'm gonna start fishing around here and just see what happens. We're kind of at the mouth of this big entrance, and if we're gonna see a lot of fish chasing bait, some activity, this is a good place for it. This time of the morning, fish around the bank a little bit, see what happens here. Oh, I missed it. A little bit jumpy the first cast of the morning. I think I pulled it away from the fish, but that didn't take long. That's pretty fun. There's no better than throwing topwater, and that Pop ShadZ is just an awesome bait for it. This one here I've rigged for the open water. Actually, I have a treble hook ran through it, so it's going to get a lot more of those fish that are just slapping at that one there. I was a little bit jumpy on, pulled it away from the fish, but it is an awesome way to rig the Pop ShadZ. That treble hook like that in the open water, it's a lot of fish. And the Pop ShadZ. There's no better than catching fish on topwater, and this is one unique topwater bait. These fish just can't resist. Most topwaters make a lot of noise when they're on the surface, even just with the hooks rattling and everything. And this is such of a subtle topwater bait. It can be rigged weedless. I have it with the treble hook on there with the exposed hook for this open water, but those fish right there for a subtle topwater, there's not much better than the Pop ShadZ. Walks, spits, does a lot of different things. Anything you need to do. He didn't really blow up on it. He just kind of came up and ate it. This is a real thing. We got him though. I don't think he's a real giant, but another one on the pop. Oh, almost had another one on the Pop ShadZ. Came off right at the boat. Dang. Came back and got it. Just went up under that tree up there. The fish came boiled on it, knocked it out of the water, and came back and grabbed it. That Pop ShadZ is a fun bait right there. You can see how well they eat it. Every one just has the bait absolutely choked down. I need pliers to get that fish off. Just absolutely devour that bait. They think it's the real deal. Not the biggest fish in the lake. We're gonna catch bigger ones, but there's no better than catching them on topwater. That Pop ShadZ is one heck of a topwater bait. rigging it with the treble hook here, fishing it in this open water like this. When I get around these laydowns, I'll pick up the weedless one, throw it where I can fish it through the cover a lot more, but in this open water, I really like that treble hook. It just keeps the bait up a little higher, lets those fish slap at it, get a hook in them every once in a while. I got the weedless Pop ShadZ rig now. We're fishing along a lot of these trees here, so I have an extra wide gap style hook rigged in it weedless, so I can fish it up and over these laydowns and, you know, fish it in a place that I can. Too busy talking, I missed that one. We're fishing a bait in a way that normally you couldn't throw a topwater, fishing up over these laydowns, fishing it weedless with an extra wide gap style hook, and it gives you a lot of opportunity to be able to throw it in places you normally couldn't fish a topwater and get some of these fish to blow up on it. It's not real aggressive right now. Seeing all these fish roll under it, kind of squatting at it, having to work it slow. We've got a cold front blowing in right now, which is about the worst thing for topwater fishing in the spring. There's one. Oh, might be a little better one. Oh. That Pop ShadZ, they can't resist that thing. Black one. All tangled. He absolutely engulfed the Pop ShadZ. You can't even see that bait. Not a giant fish, but he could not resist the Pop ShadZ. That's just such of a subtle topwater bait. It's like the real deal out there. They love that thing. Old Pop ShadZ. That bait will see many more fish too. Super durable. Awesome deal. Doesn't get much more fun than that, catching them on topwater. And that is one of my favorite topwaters to fish right there. I got it. It was a different one that came up on it at first. The first one missed it, knocked it under the water, and then another one bit it. Allows you to have an exposed hook on a soft plastic bait. You can see how that fish just absolutely choked it down. He could not resist the Pop ShadZ. It's just so natural in the water, being as subtle as it is, floats, incredible action. Awesome topwater bait. Get over here. Didn't resist that Pop ShadZ. That slowed down a little bit more. Just seems like as the day goes on, I keep having to slow down a little more, making big splashes. I saw the fish come up and look at it. And he just turned around, came in and engulfed it. He could not resist the Pop ShadZ. Pretty fun. The bait's still like brand new. That elastic plastic's pretty amazing. It just lasts forever. This treble hook I always take and run the hook out through the back here, so it'll actually stay up in the bait until you hook a fish. What happens is that bait will slide up the line, then a lot of times you'll just have the treble hook in the fish's mouth and the bait will be up the line, so they don't have any weight to throw it either.
Luke decides to run to a small bay that looked promising.
Oop. Just got a text. Let's see what we got here. Might be our next challenge. Whose worms are better? Luke against Steven in an epic battle of favorite baits. Everything you need for this challenge is located inside the Realtree bag in your boat. Good luck and may the best bait win. That's fun. That's an easy choice for me. I know what Browning's gonna pick too, but I'm gonna throw the fatties. I know that. That's one of my favorite baits. I've caught a ton of fish on it. It was a bait we designed just a few years ago. Just one of my all-time favorites. I'm having a blast throwing topwater, but I'm looking forward to throwing that. I know there's probably no better bait out there to catch numbers of fish. I'm looking forward to throwing the fatties against Browning. I think he's gonna have his work cut out for him.
With time running out, Luke goes into search mode for a better quality bite.
Well, it looks like that's a wrap. The end of my first challenge, the topwater challenge, the Pop ShadZ was definitely the favorite there. I caught most of them on a treble hook Pop ShadZ and caught some fish, but man, it was tough. You know, not what I was hoping to see. We have a big cold front coming in, north wind, and as always, that's fishing though. And we're moving on to the next challenge, me against Stephen Browning, whose worms are better. And yeah, it's going to be a fun battle. I'm looking forward to it. I know we're going to catch a lot of fish, and hopefully I catch more than Browning.
Next time on Project Z, Stephen and Luke face off in a head-to-head battle, fishing their favorite Z-Man Eladstech baits in a challenge that comes down to the last cast. Find out who catches a 9-pounder to earn bragging rights for the day. This is Project Z, Season 2, The Battles at Beanville.